Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody, let's take a look today at the Canadian dollar. We haven't taken a look at it approximately for the 2 months. So some progress has happened here since our recent talk. And these changes right now that we see on the Canadian dollar, they do not break our long-term analysis, but they add some new details, and our trading plan needs to be adjusted right now on the Canadian dollar. So the major question right now is the recent upward action. What in fact this action is? So if you will take a look at our weekly research, you'll see that external variables such as CFTC report, crude oil prices mostly support the possible appreciation and increasing value of the Canadian dollar in the short-term perspective. But in the longer-term perspective, we still expect the further upward action of this currency pair. In upward action, I mean the chart. But the external factors and the technical picture points that this upward continuation could happen after some move to the downside. You know, guys, that we have traded the double repo pattern on the Canadian dollar, and it hasn't quite reached the target. Mostly this has happened because market has met the oversold on the weekly chart and was struggling with it approximately for 3 consecutive weeks. And later, right here, market has turned to the upward bounce. So the major question right now, the major riddle is what this upward action is. So does it reversal or maybe just a retracement? What the major difference between the reversal and the retracement? Retracement happens when the market meets some uncomfortable conditions such as the support, resistance lines, overbought, oversold, but at the same time the major sentiment and the major trend still stands valid. The combination of these factors usually leads to appearing of the retracement, and the market just adjusts the uncomfortable conditions. For example, price is bouncing out from the support and market shows some bounce out from the oversold condition or something of that sort. But reversal usually happens when they changes the core of the action, when they change the sentiment, when they change the trend. And the situation right now in Canadian, why we have decided to talk about it today, is that market stands in fact at the break-even between the reversal and retracement, because right now market doesn't stand at oversold on the weekly chart. It doesn't stand at any fib support. So the uncomfortable conditions that was here right now have been corrected, and market relatively free from the pressure of the oversold and from the pressure of the fib support level. It means that as soon as uncomfortable condition was corrected, market, from the retracement point of view, market has no reasons to continue move high and turn into the upside. If this is just retracement, market should turn down and form some kind of the A, B, C, top, D pattern that we have drawn on the weekly chart. So if you're interested with it, you could read our weekly research. There you will find the analysis of the monthly and weekly charts that are very useful. But if this is reversal and we should prepare for the upward continuation according to our long-term trading plan, market should pass through it and continue move up. And the major tool right here is the most simple tool at all. That's just the trend line. So you can see how market protects the previous consolidation. If you will move your time frame to the weekly chart, you will see that's in fact the consolidation of the double repo pattern that we have traded. And the market will protect this area from the price, from the returning of price back inside of it. So you can see it was support, breakout, now it will be the resistance. And market will protect this area from the returning. If market will return back in the range of this consolidation, this will not be just a retracement. That's the major idea of the short-term analysis on the Canadian dollar. Now, we will drop our time frame to the forward time frame chart. Unfortunately, guys, here we do not see much. So one thing that we see lightning bolt ABCD, but this is very poor ABCD since the BC leg is very small. It hasn't reached even the 3/8 support. And usually it's very difficult to treat this action as the ABCD, but in fact we have nothing else here. Let's treat it as just a harmonic swing. So market has completed the upside harmonic swing, has reached resistance on the daily time frame chart. Right now it also stands very close to the overbought. And take a look, market is forming something that's a bit choppy, double repo sell pattern. Well, maybe some other pattern will be formed here. It's very difficult to forecast such moments. But what we do know is that this area, this line in fact, is the barrier edge between reversal and retracement. Moving up, upward continuation, we should be ready for the significant upward action. If market will fail here and turn down, we will get the big A, B, C top pattern D action with the target 1750 approximately target of the double repo pattern. That's why, although market has completed the necessary condition of the closing position based on the double repo, because on the weekly chart price has crossed 3x3 in the opposite direction to the upside, and from this standpoint double repo has been completed. But as the development of this double repo and the reaching to its target, market in fact could form this ABCD pattern, especially because we have and we see some support of the fundamental data, I mean sentiment and the crude oil prices. So if this tendency will continue, then we could get the ABCD pattern down before the real upside reversal will happen. That being said, on the coming week we mostly will be looking for action around this area. That should clarify what to expect next, because the action in one or other direction will be really significant. It's not necessary to take the position right here and trying to gamble what will happen, because on the way down, as on the way up, we will have a lot of time to take the position. That's why here we just should get the clarity. That's our major task on the Canadian. If you would like to know the targets and what we expect on the high time frames, what we see on the weekly and monthly, just read our weekly research, and there we have discussed these markets.